welcome back to Pirate Adventures. Where we last left off, our dear pirates found an artifact. They swum a very long way through the center circle, surviving detrimental waters. They eventually got back aboard their vessel, only to find that it had been captured by Commodore Cleric Kane. Kane, with the use of a spy, as they found out to be Berry,
The bastard.
was able to get aboard with the information he had, deactivate the ship, and put the crew in the hold. After some diplomatic conversation, the Commodore was convinced. Instead of simply taking the artifacts away, he suggested that the pirates prove themselves by getting the trident back, in which he himself will accompany them. After some uncomfortable medical examinations, we are back on board the vessel, and you are sailing forth. What would you all like to do?
So do we know how long it's going to take us to get to where we need to enter? Or I mean, any
We
kind
need
of
to
inkling how long
sleep
it's gonna take?
and rest.
Yeah, we need to get a lot. Did we get a rest? Because I seem to be at pretty high health considering.
We
Yeah, no, you-
short rested multiple times, but we never
You
actually
short
long
rested
rested.
multiple times. I
Oh,
don't
yeah.
know if I don't believe you long rested.
No, looking at Alarias spell
No.
slots.
Yeah, we definitely didn't.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, we want to try and get. We definitely got to try and get long resting, especially because we've all got levels of exhaustion as well from the massive
do.
swim. So yeah, do we have an inkling how long it's going to take to get to wherever we need to get to, and can we long rest in between? Considering we're starting the week now, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't think we've been told that, like where we're actually. Because I obviously
We need to go to Astral Sea, right? That's...
We
Yeah,
do,
no,
but
he's
I'm guessing
specified.
different places, different places. Right?
No. He specified going to the Astral Sea. Once you're in the Astral Sea, okay. So more clarification he'd probably give you and your navigator would be, he'd say that you need to go to the Astral Sea. Once you're there, he'll have a better idea of direction.
Right.
But the portals to the Astral Sea are very inconsistent. You're not going to be able to go, right, I want to end up here in the Astral Sea. It's too cosmically affected. Like, this place is... time runs quicker. Time runs slower there. Lots of other different stuff happens. It's very... it's very against the laws of physics that you're currently in. So it's not a place where you can just go, I would like to end up there.
Yeah, a bit too fluid for that. Right. That's fine. So yeah, obviously, we would have to make sure. Yeah, we would definitely have to wait a week anyway, and to make sure that we're well rested, that we can be sort of prepared.
Do we have a week?
I don't think we haven't. Well, I assume we don't really have like a
As much as we lack.
harsh.
I'm feeling
I don't-
some time pressure. I can't say why.
I don't think we are. Nothing that's evidenced, right? Because Cleric is obviously antsy anyway. But I don't think we are under necessarily. Well, I don't think he didn't really give an indication that it had to be tomorrow.
Maybe with the
Yeah.
cosmic pressure, not pirate pressure.
No pirate pressure.
Yeah.
We can ask him.
Well, I'm gonna basically say we're gonna I'm gonna say we're gonna have to take a week to rest. Like I said, we spent days swimming out of the final circle. Not final circle, center circle. Sorry, wrong thing. We need the rest. Basically, if we decided to go in now, we would only fail. So we're better off taking our best step forward.
Kind of squints at you a little bit and goes, I understand. I would suggest we will use this time appropriately. I will get 4 vessels to create a perimeter around this boat, so we are undisturbed. And I will send 2 more faster vessels to go get supplies because your crew are not particularly well armed.
No. Something I chose to try and rectify, but time was not on my side.
Well, now you have my resources.
Yes, and I would very much like to use it to equip the crew.
Is this
I'm
a
not
complete?
ungenerous.
Is this a complete overhaul of anybody and everybody's equipment?
Is there something you need, Elizora?
I mean, I could do with some better armor, first of all.
That's a very good point. I have still only got leather armor.
You can be particular in your request if you would like.
I mean, a magic
Yeah.
armor? What's the extent of the resources you got there? And then,
I do
can we
not
get it for everybody?
I do not have an avenue to retrieve magic armor for every single crew member, but I do have stocks and capabilities. Fleet have many resources in regards to materials. I can retrieve plate, studded leather. But if you're on the mind of retrieving magical items, I would suggest going to some kind of store or shop.
Yeah.
Bartering with someone, because that is not something that I particularly retrieve for my officers.
Yeah.
That is something they retrieve for themselves.
Yeah. Well, I would certainly get some studded leather armor.
Same as
Such
all
s-
for me, please.
He sort of snaps his fingers, and this somewhat short female human, massive, thick glasses, like to the point where you can't see her regular eyes anymore. It just zooms in her eye sockets. Stripped ponytail back, white uniform, really tightly fitted and pressed, but it's strange because her size is so small, you would expect it to just anything to overhang on her. But she just gets out quill. She clicks her fingers and a little spectral quill appears and she grabs it. She starts writing stuff down. Continue.
Alarias, Tim.
I'll get a shopping list going for the crew about any
Yeah.
particulars.
Alarias. Oh, yeah, you're
Potions.
assuming quartermaster duties, aren't you now?
Sure am.
Oh yes, I forgot we made that change. Yeah.
What would you like to get for the crew? Because this will just be a bog standard. This is the piece of armor. They get that. Everyone gets that.
Yeah. We'll
'Cause we don't know what they're proficient in, right? I assume light armor. I mean, do we? I assume it probably only goes up to light armor, or can they get anything better than that?
depends on the person. Because can the Christians get specific armor?
Conchemans.
The people
Yes,
from Kenshima,
Kenshimans, yeah.
Kenshimans.
Doing what I'm doing now.
The Kenshimans, they're better warriors, so they're more likely to be better with armor. But he has just explained to you, it will be a bog standard, like everyone gets the same armor. So if
Yeah,
some
yeah.
people are not proficient with it, and some people are proficient with it, then only some people will
Why can't
benefit.
can't we be specific? Like order like 3 lots of whatever, 2 lots of this for what? And
Because you have given a week, and I will have to go get them ferried back here. So we will
Yeah.
just grab a quantity and return it. You are
You're
lucky
getting
I
it
am
from the
giving
same
you
place,
a specific
right?
order.
You're getting it from the same place, right? It's just be
There
like
is a
5 of
very
this, 2 of one. It's like if you're gonna be there to pick up stuff, you might as well
Do
pick up
you
the
think
right
there is some
stuff.
kind of wardrobe that those people go into? No, it's not like that. You have
Yes,
to go.
it's a smith, most likely, right? They have loads of shit on deck. That's exactly how it works. They have a
If you
whole
would prefer, I
kit
can
and
just give them
caboodle.
all the bog standard armor, and that'll do.
Well,
They can all have a fleet uniform, and that is the kind of thing I can get out quite easily. Or I can get you this armor,
Yep.
one order, one set of materials, one call.
I think a bulk batch of studded leather is probably going to be the safest option. There's no point getting something that's going to screw over half of the crew. And
Okay,
y-
that'll
you
be
know,
studded leather for all
and
the
the
crew.
Kenshimans as well. They are very nimble. A lot of them on their feet, apart from maybe Cormac. So I think would benefit from it more than necessarily something that is more bulky. And heavier the armor, the faster the sinker.
That is entirely true.
So yes, I think we should get bulk orders of studded leather, shields, scimitars. That seems very piratey, right? And
Yeah,
scimitars.
it's as simple as just the main thing. It's simple.
Yeah,
Can't
I
beat
can
a
get-
scimitar.
exactly. Seems right.
Oh,
So
we
yeah.
have plenty of them in stock, so that's
I'll
fine.
take a scimitar as well, please.
You would like add an extra one to that order, please.
So yeah, just enough of that for the crew. So at least then, yeah, they're well armed.
And I'm going to be entirely honest, for what we are going to do, a smaller sect of your team is going to be needed for retrieving the trident, most likely. And for that matter, I will allow specifics on the order, staring directly at Elizora. But I am not going beyond those few people.
No, that's
Can't-
entirely fair.
Why not have the whole?
So yeah, I think Vaela just needs studded leather. I think that's all she needs because the weapons are fine. She's probably better off with 2 weapons than necessarily. Oh, I don't suppose you have someone that can inspect this sword of mine. It doesn't seem to be doing what it's supposed to be doing.
I have a weapon expert on my vessel. I can give it to him.
Can he come here?
Well, he is currently in charge of my vessel while I am away, so I'd rather he was not off board for too long.
Either that or I'll go to him.
That is absolutely fine. You can go to him.
Fine. She will go visit him. Get Elena to go with her, just for added protection. No, not Elena, because she'll be quite tired. She'll get Cormac to go. Or is Cormac dead? Cormac dead? No, I spoke him. Okay, no. Yeah, I'll take Cormac with me.
To go get your weapon checked.
Basically, yeah. Yeah, just to take someone else, not just so the captain's going by herself. But I don't want to take anyone who's like exhausted. I'd rather take someone who's a bit, thing.
Okay. So is that that's the orders I've got so far. So studded leather armor. If anyone wants anything else, and this is the basic armor leveling, might I add, and basic weapon leveling, you can happily just add it to your character sheet because it will get to you in time.
Nice.
Can we add potions as well? Health potions.
Versions. My supply is smaller, but I could probably retrieve a few of each type.
Yeah. That's a good
Maybe.
shout.
Just thinking.
3 or 4 of each.
I was gonna say I probably it's gonna scatter as it gets more potent. So I'd say 2 superior, 4 greater, and then 8 regular healing potions.
I'm gonna have to distribute that out. Okay, I'll think about that.
Potion masters are hard to come by.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna add them to mine for now, and then distribute closer to the time. Is there anything else Alarias and Elizora wants?
No,
No.
I'm fine with the weapons and armor.
Tim, you got a scimitar? What else would you like?
I think that's it. I can't wear armor, so I'll take a helmet.
You can have a helmet.
Give me a magic helmet.
It's not a magic helmet. You can have a helmet.
And I don't want it.
Well, then you're not getting a helmet. That's fine.
No, Tim doesn't need anything.
Right. Well, if that concludes your order,
Yep. And
you
obviously
can
the
get
bulk.
on that, madam.
Yeah.
Thank you. I shall direct you to my weapons master, and he should be able to take a look.
Fantastic. Okay, she'll head over.
Kind of walk the plank over eventually as he wanders through, and you see this GIF or GIF, depending on your preference, which is essentially this giant hippo man in a white fleet uniform, and he is brandishing two. He's currently shining his blunderbuss and wears two pistols on his hip, as well as a ornate officer's sword, a rapier, but an officer's sword. It is a black felt handle with gold twine filigree going up the handle, and it is a thin gold crossguard cover. Not quite a basket, but more of like the thin lined cover.
Oh, nice. Very nice.
And he just, the minute he sees Cleric, he just stands up and says, "Commodore on deck." At ease. At ease. I would like you to kindly look at this weapon for our dear ally, as she seems to think that perhaps there is some kind of issue with it.
Yep. So she'll show him the storm sword. Since the storm sword is not doing its electrical thing anymore. And I don't
Looks
even
at
know
it.
if it even counts as magical. Do I know if it's magical anymore? I can't remember. From like I don't know if we fought anything that was resistant to magical damage, but
You're not sure.
you're not sure. Yeah, just show it to him. Like it's at least not doing the electric stuff it was doing before. It used to, you know, glow with this yellow and electrocute enemies when I hit them. Now it doesn't seem to do that. Has anything really happened recently?
May I?
Sure.
Kind of puts his humongous hands out, by the way.
Oh yeah, and she'll pass it over to him.
And he kind of brings it up and he looks at it,
Just keeping an eye on it though, because that's like the sign of the crew.
stares at it, looks around it, smells it as well, and then just, you see him open his jaw to like bite the blade.
Yeah.
Do you do anything, or do you
Yeah,
just
she's
let it
like,
happen?
Yeah, what?
It's like just gently like biting the blade to kind of get a bit of tensile strength check.
Right. Can I see if it's it's damaged or anything?
No, it doesn't look. It doesn't look
Okay,
damaged.
okay.
And he sort of,
It's got big
he's,
ass teeth. He's a hippo man.
yeah. And he sort of looks at it again and goes, "It needs recharging."
With what?
Well, that blade is a dragon metal conductor, so you need a dragon to charge it. Whatever charged it before died, so now it doesn't have a charge.
I'm guessing it has to be a dragon. I can't just get like a dragonborn or something.
Am I talking English? Common. Am I talking common?
Yes, but this is magical stuff. I don't really understand.
You don't have to understand it. I just told you it needs charging by a dragon.
Yeah, but you know, dragonborns are like, it's in the name. They're like.
Looks at the Commodore for a second, looks back at you.
I'm going to take it that as a no then.
That's
Right.
a no.
Okay. Now where am I going to find a dragon?
I don't know, wherever you found the last one.
Well, I inherited this sword from the previous captain. You see, it's like almost like a symbol of captaincy on our crew. But it's a little bit awkward if it doesn't actually do anything anymore. If it's just a normal sword.
Well, I'd say you have to find a bronze dragon or a blue dragon. I would suggest the bronze. Blue aren't too friendly.
Fair enough. Well, I guess I'll have to be on the lookout. I mean, what if I just get like another one to do it? Will it just change what it does? Like if I got one of the fiery ones,
It's
would this just change?
Yeah, we know a red
conductive.
dragon.
It's conductive.
Conductive. So this has been made for an electrical charge specifically.
What if what if I held it up in a lightning storm? Would that do it?
Captain, go on. tell her it would not work in a lightning storm. You need a dragon to charge it.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Look, I'm just trying to figure out what my options are. You know, you never know.
Yeah, right. But here's a good question. Are you a specialist in something?
Somewhat.
Right. Okay. So, and you answered that question, and then they asked you more questions about the answer you gave, about how they can circumvent the answer.
Make your point. All right. I'll have to just be on the lookout for a lightning dragon.
Yes,
Well, preferably a bronze one.
I would recommend it. Yeah.
Bronze, yes. Oh well, at least it will just. I assume it will just function like a normal sword. Then it's still not a magical weapon.
Pretty much. It's not magical. It's not gonna break like a regular sword. It'll probably keep intact, but the magical capability of it is gone. So it'll just damage like a regular blade.
Good to know. Good to know. Well, thank you for that. At least now I know what the deal with this thing is. I'll
Welcome.
leave you to your sword biting business.
Well, I do more than sword biting, but thank you for noticing.
Sword smelling as well, then.
I don't like you.
Oh, that's fair. I get that a lot. All right then, and she'll start heading back to the ship then. So yeah, she'll head back to the Jolly Roger.
Cool. You go back. So after all that's kind of sorted, go back to your quarters and all sorts and all that jazz. You guys try to rest for the next week.
Mhm.
Does anybody want to fit in any mundane, easy RP task or anything they would like to be doing during this week?
Elizora makes a familiar hawk again.
We have slippers of spider climbing, and nobody is using them. I feel someone should be using them.
I'll take them if no one wants them.
Is it
Kithra
beneficial?
old.
Yeah, I mean, because I'm just looking at it.
They
right,
require
and
achievement.
Why not?
Yeah, that's
Tortle
actually-
falls on your head. Let's get a shot at somebody.
I don't know if would you take damage? Like, 'cause,
Yes.
that would be quite a cool thing, right? if you're like on the ceiling, and you just close up into your shell, you'd basically like be the old Baldur's Gate jumping bear.
Not invulnerable while in the shell. So yes, would take damage.
Are you resistant to bludgeoning, or I don't know?
No.
No. Okay.
Or maybe when I go in my shell, actually.
That's what I mean. Like because this would be right. You'd be in your
Pretty
shell,
confident you are not resistant to anything while in your shell.
You
You're
get
just
higher
simply
AC.
basically. Is it just a higher AC?
higher AC, and
Oh, okay.
you're gonna hit ground,
See,
right?
Yeah.
Because I'm actually wondering whether it's better for like Elizora or Alarias to be able to be just like, let me snipe from the ceiling, or at least be out of reach.
Yeah, it's a good idea. Harder to hit.
Give it to
Yeah,
whoever's
like-
sneakiest.
I think Alarias actually might make the better choice just because he
Yeah.
is so squishy. Like
Yeah,
if he can get out of dodge, because like Elizora seems to love turning into an ape.
It's
gorilla or-
worked surprisingly
No,
well.
no, I know that, but that's
Very
not
well,
going to
yeah.
work
It's
if you're wearing spider
I
climb
know.
slippers.
I
right?
agree.
So,
I agree with
so-
your decision. It makes complete
okay.
sense.
have you got attunement space for it?
Yeah.
How many things are you tuned to?
Can't even remember what I'm attuned to. So I think I've got space.
Uh,
Well, no, I've got the pole
Oh,
mark.
cloak of protection apparently, and that's it on your sheet, unless you've got other stuff.
Well, I've got the armor piece. The pole
Pauldron.
mark. So, yeah. So probably.
You can do three. You can do
Yeah,
three. So.
I think I've got space.
All right then. You can add this to your thing then. Slippers of spider. Splider.
Slippers of spider climbing.
Yeah, spider climbing. Then I'll take that out of the
Cool.
the cargo. No one's going to be using pistols, I imagine. So that's fine. We still have 4 petrified crew.
Yeah, I was going to say I've got great restoration now, so I can cure one of them.
Oh, I'd actually one. Yeah. Oh, have you got
Yeah.
any left now? How many have you got now before the rest?
I got a slot. I got
A
a slot
slot.
pre-rest. Yep.
1 slot.
And if it goes wrong, I've got raised dead as well. So
No, that's fair. I was just thinking, like, if you take one of their clerics as well, like, get the Commodore to give you one. I'm sure they've got a cleric, some with greater restoration. Take one of theirs, and then you also go unpetrify the rest of this crew. No? Okay, they don't.
Oh, I do not have a cleric on board of that level of capability.
Fair enough. Well, you might as well use the slot then. Get one of these out. Because I don't know how many crew have we got. Because I've got 4, but I've only got 3 names. I don't know. Did we do one? I think that might be why.
Yeah.
You did one.
Yeah, we unpetrified a cleric already.
Okay.
Who then unpetrified 2 more non-clerics.
So have they only got 3 petrified crew then?
I think so.
Must do. If I've only
Wait,
got
if they've
3 names.
unpetrified 2 more, then surely that means there's 1 left.
Is
No,
there
I
one
think-
left?
No, I think we had more
No,
than 4.
we started
We
at
had, like,
more than 4. It
Oh,
was
yeah,
like
like
7.
7 or 8, I think we had.
Okay.
I'm just going to say, because we've only got 3 names on here, that we've only got 3 left then.
Mhm.
So yeah, we might as well use one to get rid of them.
Yep.
Get rid of them, you know what I mean? So you got Drianis, Vagon, or Claris. I don't know what any of their races are, but I suppose Tim can make an executive decision as to which one
Oh.
you...
None of them are
Those were
clerics,
the
right?
ones
We
you
established
woke
that.
up. Aren't they the ones you woke up?
Are they?
Do you have 4 other names for the ones that haven't been woken up?
Oh, maybe that's why I did it that way. I wonder. Okay. So it could be that Draenus,
They're not
Yeah,
on the crew
Drianis,
page,
Vagon,
though.
and Claris aren't part of the crew. Then, I think, because they're not in my crew list. And then that 4 means there's 4 left. Okay, so there must have been 7. We've done 3, so there's 4 left. We just don't know their names yet. Okay, no, that's
Or
fine.
randos.
Yeah. So just
I
pick
will
one.
choose one at random after I choose the second one.
Second one. Okay, hold
And
on.
I've cast.
But make my notes a bit clearer.
Well, how do? Oh, sweet Pete, I've been stuck like that for way too long. So glad you got me out of there. How y'all doing?
We're well. Are you able to revive any of these other victims?
Oh, absolutely not. No, I have not got that capability. However, I can play you a nice song and maybe do some singing.
Perhaps above deck. Find the Warlock. She would love this kind of thing.
Oh, got anything more than just calling her Warlock? Because I feel like there's going to be a description in there
You'll
somewhere.
know her when you see her.
Okay.
Or
I'm
hear
going
her.
to offend a lot of people. Bye.
I'll keep poking and prodding at the rest of the petrified.
Okay, so we've got 3, and I have an unnamed one so far. Okay, cool.
Oh, actually, let me see if I can. Nothing. Don't worry.
Oh, she'll. If anyone asks, her name's Kessa.
Oh, Kessa. Okay.
Think like Tessa, but with a K.
Or female cheese.
Okay,
No?
Kessa.
Spanish joke.
No, nobody. Oh, right. No, okay.
Nice.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, that's fine. Don't think there's anything else I can think of that we need to do looking at this. Because yeah, we haven't really assigned roles to the other 3 just because they've been out of it for so long.
Well, can that
yeah.
other cleric do the other 2, or is she gone already? The cleric's already arrived.
She's been going with you. She can probably do one more today,
Mhm.
and then we'll have to wait to rest the same amount of time you do to do another one.
Let's do that.
Okay. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
1.
Oh, that really hurt.
Yes, we're sorry.
No, you. The serpent thing. Fuck, it got me in the ribs.
Yes, well, if it's any consolation, it's not been that long. Just a matter of months, I believe.
Months. Shit. And like before you is this like bald, with a gruff beard, half orc, and kind of like greyish in skin rather than greenish, and he's wearing like heavy chunks of armor, fur lined in some of the pauldrons, and he just looks at you and is just like, "Oh, where's Bill?"
He's
He is still with us, isn't he?
Mhm.
Or did he die? Okay.
No, he's still with us.
He's
I
the
was just trying to remember
nav.
if he was the guy who
He's
betrayed us or
no, he's
not.
on.
But he's
No,
not.
no,
Yeah.
that's no I built. No, no I
That was
built the navigate.
that was
Yeah.
Johnny. Johnny?
That was
Johnny
no.
betray us?
Johnny. Well, yeah, Johnny. Well, we
No,
traded
Johnny
Johnny
was
in.
Johnny was the frog.
Yeah, Johnny was the
Yeah.
frog. It was
Barry.
Barry that betrayed us. Yeah.
yes, Bill's fine and didn't betray us.
The fuck?
What a
Right.
description.
Okay.
Top deck. They'll explain everything.
Top deck. Got it. Okay, thanks.
Nice to have you back.
Kind of like points to you and is just like, "You a tortoise?"
Yes, and you're welcome for the life saving.
Like really stares at you. Am I dreaming?
Top deck.
Right. Oh fuck it. Okay, let's go.
Do we know his name?
I didn't ask.
His
Sir, your name.
oh call me Grot.
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 Grot. Yeah,
It's a
Grot.
good name.
What was fucking wrong with Grot?
No, what, no, I said lovely name.
Oh yeah, fuck you did. Okay.
My.
What race was he?
Half
orc.
orc.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I can't think of. Yeah, I can't think of anything else.
No, that's it. Tim will give the usual sermon, give out the rest of the meat. So I'll
Tim,
strike
could you
that with
just roll a
You want?
general use your spell attack modifier?
Ooh.
Just roll me a d20 with that.
attack modifier, which is wisdom modifier plus my proficiency.
Yes.
Oh boy, that's a nat 1.
Sermon falls flat, Tim. Everybody's real nervous about the journey coming, and you can tell
I have
sermon fell
pork.
flat.
Oh, that one's gonna bite us in the ass later.
They are-
Morale
they
at an
are.
all-time low.
Very, very unsure of everything going on. Very unsure about the current situation. No, people do not look happy. People are very uncomfortable.
In confession, people are just like, I want to kill everyone on board this ship.
The thing is, like, we've merged the two sides together
Yeah.
as well. That's like not the fun.
Do we have some guests, some like heckle from the fleet?
No, That's
From
the-
Elizora.
no one's heckling. Like no one from the fleet or the crew are heckling. Everyone just looks like
The usual
really
interjection.
shifty-eyed to the people around them. No one is comfortable.
Great. So I'll blow the rest of my my pork and my venison to no effect, obviously. He's like slathering it in honey. He's trying to pass it out, and nobody wants to take it. No one wants the communion. Spitting it on the floor.
Maybe next time.
Yeah.
Oh, who would say no to honey glazed ham?
Yeah, it's all over the floor.
Yeah,
He's
but-
like there for hours cleaning it all up.
It's also been on the seas for however long as well. That's
Yeah,
probably not a good.
it's like months old ham.
Yeah, that is
And
true.
it's
yeah,
like
that's
not been
possible.
preserved in any way, shape, or form. It's just
Oh, yeah, that's got to be.
You guys don't have a
foul.
fridge, yeah?
No.
it's
No, I
not-
thought
it's not
I
great.
thought we were preserving the venison with ice magic. I thought we were doing a ray of frost kind of thing.
do you,
Just
any of us have
freezing
Ray
it.
of Frost?
Yeah.
The armless guy does.
Yeah, but you have the
I've got
meat,
Ray
don't
of
you?
Frost.
Yeah,
So how is he?
it's just
What is he?
slung up in the clinic.
They just come up to you every now and again and just go, Ray of Frost.
Yeah. Is it chilling touch time?
Chill touch. Chill
Yeah.
touch.
Oh my
Chill touch.
God.
It's like,
Wow. What a useless. That's a cantrip, though, actually, I suppose, isn't it?
Yeah.
Every 2 hours, chill touch. Chill touch.
Dear me.
Elizora will definitely try to make the most of this opportunity to just usurp Tim's power base, and just be like, you don't need her. We need each other. That's what we need. We need each other. We need each other. That's what we need. That's what we need going on. We don't need no fandangled god. We need ourselves looking to each other, brother and sister in arms, to come side by side and defeat what's coming next. We can hoist ourselves aloft. We don't need no divine intervention. We are the
Like-
intervention.
I like to think that this is kind of like in the mess hall or something, and this is during a table, and there's just a little bit of like a stamping on the table as you're talking, and then Like, there's just whispers. We are the intervention. We are the intervention. We're the intervention. Everyone's the intervention. We are the intervention. And that becomes like a tagline almost around the ship. Tim, how many sermons do you give a week?
2.
Right. On the second one, vastly different number.
Nobody shows up.
You have like
It's just the boy. It's just.
Yeah, you have the Bloodsworn that are left,
Oh yeah.
and the boy.
How many of the Bloodsworn do we have left actually? Because I think some of them died.
There's like 4 or
Blood
5.
chosen. Oh no, Blood chosen. Sorry, 1, 2, 3. We have 3 Blood chosen.
Yeah.
And just and the boy wasn't one. So yeah, 4.
He goes to you and says, Mr. Tim, sir. No, I'm not sure everyone's got as much faith as they did before.
They will find it again, I'm sure. Stay strong,
I will.
young boy.
We still don't know his name. We still only know him as the
Didn't you?
boy.
He leans in as well. It's just like, I haven't seen Umbra for a really long time. Is he
You've said too
gone?
much already.
I'm sorry. I've tried.
Gone with you.
Bye.
As soon as he realizes Umbra is
A
really gone,
child.
like, that hold is just gone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean the good thing Umbra was a recluse anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna say, like, unless it's been announced, probably about 60 to 70% of the crew still think Umbra's on board.
Yeah. I think it's still worth having. I don't think she would make the announcement just because Umbra, just the existence of Umbra, has a certain like effect on the crew. You know, just
Keeps him in
like
line.
it's exactly. It's a really
'Cause
good
he can
deterrent.
always come back.
Yeah, yeah, true. So yeah, I think unless someone figured it out, she probably wouldn't have, said anything.
Is there anything else anyone else would like to do? Great. Then you can all hit the long rest button. You've all rested. You have those pieces of armor, weapons that you requested, and Cleric will go to you now, Vaela, and go, right, now that you've had your time, I suggest we make ours now.
Very well. Let's get to it. So yeah, she'll go to Bill and go, right. Get us into the Astral Sea.
Aye, Captain.
I think what she'll
Here we
do-
go again.
Oh yes. Just to split out these potions while we're sort of doing that,
He
I'll
does
give-
his thing.
I'll give one superior to Tim. So you get a superior healing potion. Tim.
Yeah, I will take that actually. I was
Um,
considering declining it as well.
okay. And then I'll give everyone a greater because I've got 4. So everyone can add a greater healing potion.
How much does a greater do?
4d4 plus 4.
Can I take the greater instead of a superior then?
Superior does 8d4 plus 8.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm beefy. It would be better used on Alarias, I feel like, or someone who gets bashed more.
Well, I mean, remember you could give it to
No,
others.
maybe
That
on
was my
you.
that was my main thought, right? Because you're
Oh, can we throw it at people?
yeah, because you can make someone else
Yeah.
drink it.
'Cause
Not throw
I'll
them. as
be
such,
down.
But
Yeah,
you
we'll
have,
take it.
you have to be able to touch them, but
Yeah, I'll
you
take it.
can feed them to other people as an action.
Yeah,
That was
yeah,
why I
yeah.
was giving it to you
Yeah,
because I think
yeah,
you're
yeah,
the more sturdy.
Mhm.
So you still happy to take the superior, yeah?
Yeah, I'll take it.
And then I'll give everybody 2 normal healing potions as well. There you go. So that just divvies that out between us, just in case we hit the shit just as soon, like immediately after we get in. So at least then we've all got a fair stack. And it's also for, like if you need to give it to other people. If Tim goes down, we're pretty screwed because no one else can heal. Okay, cool. So I just wanted to get that out of the way as well. Just want to note as well, there is 2 potions of healing in the ship's cargo if the crew need it for any reason.
Right.
So
I forgot to mention one thing, so not a retcon, but I'm just going to mention Alarias. No one really knows where the madman went, but you very quickly realise
oh yeah.
he's laying underneath your bed, and that is where he's been staying.
Whose bed?
What the
Alarias'
hell?
bed.
Oh
Okay.
my god.
If
That's
you
really
want to
funny.
unpack that, if you want to ignore it and put it to one side, that's up to you. But yes, the madman has taken up quarters underneath Alarias' bed.
Wow.
He's gonna have
Cook
to
some milk
unpack
for
that.
you.
That's fine.
Is that if he's sleeping under his bed? Like, yeah, Alarias likes his space.
You definitely get like the first time you sort of notice a scratching noise, and it's the equations you saw on the wall you begin to notice are on the floor, and as you look at them, they lead towards underneath the bed, and when you look under the bed, he's just there. Place quiet, quiet, safe and quiet for work, things, equations, mind, brain, puzzles.
You know, we have other quarters, other places to rest, other safe places. You didn't have to choose here.
No, safe here. Beacon of safety here. Protection. Energy.
Is it the room? Is it me? What's causing the safety of the beacon?
He kind of like scrambles out and like presence, something you hold, touched, being you, safe, smart is safe is smart. Book smart's a book. You are safe.
Because you interacted with Aramil, I guess.
He's calling me smart. This is great.
So keep going.
Take it.
Yeah. What
Same,
else?
yeah. I like the compliments.
What else do you want to say about me?
Well, listen. There is enough space for both of us to be sleeping in here, so you're gonna have to find somewhere else to rest up. I can get.
Need safe place to think, do things. There's something happening, something going to happen, something future. Need to think, need to be here. Safe from noise, safe from people, safe from eyes.
Okay. I understand. You need your own space to process.
At least he didn't pick the captain's quarters, because that would have been very bad.
Yeah, it would have pissed you off even more.
Oh yeah.
He is going to inquire about the pushback to his loss of intelligence when he looked at those markings. Is there any way I can restore what I lost? Looking at your research.
Oh my god.
Time will return it. Time will bring back. Time is what you saw it. Seeing time takes it away, brings it back. The mind, memory is for the past, but the future. You just need to understand why you couldn't understand it.
What would happen if we fed this guy a memory potion?
You will understand, but not yet. You could, but maybe not now. Maybe later. Later understand, but not now.
If I can understand it, it will unlock that and bring it back.
Yes. Equations, time is the thing. Time takes, but time gives back.
Well, this could be good. This could be better. Is the exact same markings on the floor that
Yes.
I saw? Okay.
Yeah, he is rewriting the equation in your room.
Okay. So I think this will take time. We've got some downtime now, so I think he may spend a bit more time with this, unpacking the equations and his research with him.
Do you let him stay in your room to allow you to do this completely?
I think he will. He'll bring like a camp bed or something, so they can,
So they can sit.
spend some time. Yep. Research and study, so he can unpack and actually understand.
So
I don't know how long that's going to take.
he very much is a madman muttering, but as he's writing these equations, in this sense, it's almost easier to decompress the knowledge that he's trying to send out because you're seeing it as it's written rather than just a massive page of like writing. So roll me Arcana or would it be history? Arcana, history, or investigation. One of those three.
Can I help, or am I spent?
No, can't help.
There we go. I can't get the best. +7. Yeah. Oh, that's not 20. First roll of the freaking
You
session.
bastard, you
Nat
took
20.
it from me.
Nat 20.
Nice. Nice.
Holy shit. Oh, yeah.
That's a good one to get one on.
Yeah, I
Mm,
needed
okay.
that after last time.
Right.
Yeah, I stole Dom's luck.
That's fine. So what'd you get?
Nat 20.
Nat 20.
First roll of the session, yep.
Making A. As you're reading this and you're understanding, you suddenly go, wait. Memory for the human mind always goes in the pace of timeline of when you lived, but what he's writing, what is going down, is that the string that is time is already extended. It weaves and it twists in different ways, but there are many different strings going off before the point of which you choose. This understanding, this concept that you're now beginning to get, suddenly makes you realize memory, thought, things you learn come in the same circumstance. The position of choice to choose what you learn, what you remember, what you then do next is a single point. If you could pluck the version of you that chose that path, you could then take that memory and bring it back to the point you currently are at with the right concept of magic. It's spatial as well as time. There is the concept that you would then have to not pre-plan, but you would have to understand each decision you're going to make and take that information in that way and go, I need to know that now, and almost remember the future. The reason this is starting to suddenly make even more sense is you almost instinctively pull out Aramil's book, and as you do, the writings that he's doing, the symbolism and everything, what you were reading before, what the language that it was, it's some form of Druidic, you understand, but then mixed in with it are these symbols, these equations. You begin to see what Aramil saw. You begin to see the connection between time, space, and relative positioning in and throughout a timeline. When you effectively a part of a string, a timeline, you can then pluck anywhere along that string with the right calculation. So all you need to do is figure out the exact equation calculation for the exact time. So I want you to do me one more thing. Can you roll a D100 for me?
While he's doing that, can we retcon the weapons from a scimitar to hand axes for the crew?
Yes, you can.
Cool.
I am a generous and ever-loving DM.
Ooh. Oh no,
Every
that's- yeah,
moment.
that's-
All poking their eyes out with cutlasses.
Yeah. Which what? How does this curvy? What was this?
Just a bloodbath.
Yeah. Just hold it backwards, just everywhere. It's just-
I got
I
10.
forgot they were martial weapons.
I got 10 on the D100 and 9 on the D10.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
so
19.
So
Yeah,
as you look at this, you suddenly get a memory from 19 years in your future. A path you took, something you decided to do, something you changed. Okay, now,
You are becoming a timekeeper.
yeah.
You've literally just hit enlightenment and unlocked it all.
Figured it out.
If you're remembering
Actually,
something
you know
in the
what?
future.
I'm going to ask you a question. Would you prefer a factual secret that could aid you right now, a skill enhancement of something you've learned, or would you prefer knowledge about an item or an object that you will have learned in the future? that you already have now that you
Yeah,
would have learned
oh,
more
okay.
about in the future, so you could call back on it.
So it's not a new item.
No.
Don't know how long it'll be aged. I'm an elf, so a long
So
time.
it's 19 years later, so there's a lot of different
Oh,
things
so
you could have
it's
learned in that time.
okay. Relate to that.
It's just like you could have learnt it in 19 years' time. So in
Yes.
theory, Alarias could still die in this 19 years. It's not like
Yes,
he's
this is-
guaranteed to
This
live.
is a particular string that he's
Mm.
plucking from. A future that he's
Yeah.
still alive in 19 years, and he's learned this piece of information.
Yeah, looking down the timeline.
Yes.
I think the secret. Yeah. Yeah, I
Secret.
remember the secret.
Mhm.
Secret. Oh, it was a nat 20. I want it to be juicy. I think I'm going to have to.
You rolled that 20.
No,
you
you rolled a nat 20. It's got to
Oh,
be
yeah,
juicy.
sorry, yeah.
It's got to be juicy.
Not game breaking, but juicy.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
thing I'm thinking. It can't be game breaking. It's
Yeah,
got to be
I know
juicy.
that. I know that face. It's like
Mm.
I don't want to give him too much. How do I not? I
Mm,
don't give him a
mm,
lot, but not too much. Because because I don't know which one of those options would give us whether we're supposed to use the artifacts or destroy them. Because that's like the biggest question mark that's floating over us at the moment. It's like when we gather all these things, what the hell are we actually supposed to do with them? Now I don't know if it can be one of the outcomes of what you're looking for, but I mean that's probably one of the biggest things.
Oh, it's a
that's-
secret, right? So that's the. It's a secret from that you would have learned in 19 years' time.
Mm,
So
yeah.
that's going to aid us. So
yeah.
it,
I
to
just don't
know,
know if that counts as that.
to know what we do with the artifacts is a bit of a. It's not necessarily a secret. A secret is like what's a truth that someone's not told.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a little twist.
Yeah. But then I wonder if like you would pick the item, and that would cover the. I don't know if that would cover the artifacts or not.
Yeah, but
But I
like
don't know.
items, I own,
Yeah, I think this is where I want to go with it.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, it's being texted.
Yeah, I got it.
Mhm.
Okay. Wow. All right.
It's a juicy one.
Yeah. God, I don't know the impact of me saying this. Like who? Okay.
Mm. And it was also getting someone to believe you as well, especially if it's a player character.
There's no vision with this, is there? How does that information come to me?
I guess you have a flash, and in this flash you see almost an argument, and in that argument something is blurted out, and there's like a haze of memory around a couple bits around that, but in that blurting that does come out.
Yeah, it helps a bit of context. All right. The effects of revealing the secret to the timeline. No, I'm guessing he comes out of this, and
Oh, actually, can I retcon that slightly? Instead, because it's 19 years later, you are telling someone this tale, and you are
Yeah.
telling them this part of your journey, and you mention, and nobody has any idea that, and then you say it, and then that comes back to you.
yeah, it's
think
at that point. 19 years.
Yeah, it's at that point.
makes sense.
19 years later that you hear yourself say it.
Yeah, so I could have been like a year from now. I learned this, or 2 years.
Yeah, but
only
19 years later, you're saying a story to someone, and you're explaining what happened, and you mention that.
I think you might quickly consult with the madman and ask the impact and the effects of revealing future information that you've remembered that you've plotted to another timeline.
I can't. Not the same. Not like before. I'm keepers of time. People, my people, can do this constantly, anytime they like. I cannot. I can't remember. Why can't I touch the string like I did once before, or once I did maybe in the future? I can't remember. I can't. I cannot do this. But if you understand, you can.
I just did.
Mechanically speaking, by the way, once per long rest, you can try to touch a point in your timeline and learn from it a piece of information.
Wow.
What kind of control do I have over past and present, and how far back or forward I go?
When you roll a D100,
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
that will define how many years it is. I will be rolling whether it's future or past.
Oh, okay, that's cool. That's cool.
That's what that D100 was. Okay.
I like that more random. Actually.
That
said-
one specifically was going to be future because that's what you're being told. But from this point on, mechanically speaking, I will roll to define whether you gain a memory of a string of the past, perhaps a path you didn't take, but you could have.
Do you still get those 4 questions to ask? One of those 4 options, or is it random?
Yeah, it's one of those 4 options. So you can either advance in a skill. So this could be perhaps one of your skills becomes an expertise because you spent time skill training it, or perhaps you learn and get proficient in a different skill. The other one is learning a factual secret that could help you in what you're currently doing. And then what was the other one? It was only 3, wasn't it?
There's an item, yeah, the last one.
And then the other one was learning about an item that you perhaps researched in another timeline.
I assume as well these are timelines that branch from the one you're currently on.
They all have to be Alarias. It is
No, but like
Alarias.
Alarias, like from this point. So it's not like a version of Alarias where
Well, if it's
he
past,
stayed on the Bloodbeard crew, you know?
No, if it's past,
Yeah.
it can extend to a different choice being made.
No, that's fine. So what I was thinking more like is if you look into the future, it's the future based on who you are now. It's not
Yes,
the future
yeah.
from when you were.
Future is based on who you are now. Past can be based on a different decision made.
Fine.
Proper hindsight regret, like in full form.
Yeah. That's cool. But yeah, like how many long rests are you gonna get? Between.
No, this is the thing. So
It-
no, that's blown. Oh,
Yeah,
that
that's
one was
crazy.
so-
That is
yeah,
absolutely crazy.
That's a crazy ability.
Yeah.
Oh, I just want to go for the secret every time though. Juicy information. Okay. Okay. No, that's very cool. Yeah, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with this now. It's a future version of me, so yeah, I will most likely reveal this information, I think. Okay, I'm gonna ask the madman. We have the potential to unlock your memories so you can remember what happens, why you can't pluck from time.
He
Would you want
kind
that?
of shakes and nods and shakes and nods. There's reasons. Promises kept, promises keeping. Oaths broken, oaths taken. Reason. I am like this. Their purpose. Magic might not be strong enough. Might be weak to what I do, what I did, what I am.
Good, this is the issue, right? The potions
Yeah.
aren't magical; they're alchemical, right? Because they were made
Yeah.
by Umbra, so they're the basis of alchemy, which I guess is a branch of magic, but it's not like spells, right? But
Yeah, it could have no effect, and
Mm.
it's probably not powerful enough.
no,
It's not interwoven with magic. If it's just
I mean it's one of those things, right? Because it's like he's saying that the magic has to be strong, but this isn't magic, so maybe it just circumvents it. But it's hard to say. It's a bit of a risk, though. Like we've only got what 2 of those potions left?
I don't want to blow it.
No,
Is there
1. No,
Oh.
2. How many we got left? I think we got 2.
Oh, then. Yeah, I
think.
don't want to get.
Was it 1?
Yeah, you've only got 2 left.
but Vaela's got that in her safe.
Is there any way for you to analyze if the potion would be enough to restore your memories? It's a chemical potion, not magical.
Science, maths, time, physics, environment in the world, magic and science and magic. I am not as I am, not as I was, not as I can be.
I think he has enough of information. I'm gonna go to Vaela and debrief.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, she'll be in her quarters.
Okay. Yeah. I knock on a door.
Yes.
You
enter.
available?
Yeah.
I've got some great news, interesting news. Well, you know that madman who brought him back, and he is in my room as of now. He feels safe there.
Okay. Why is he in your room? Is that normal?
There's some-
Is that? Are you two friends now?
I think so. We're connected on a lot of this timekeeper things, this stuff. He
Sure.
has turned it into a bit of a research lab with all his equation markings all over the place, but
Okay.
it has allowed me to actually understand a lot of this a bit deeper. The ability of the timekeeper, I think, has awoken in me,
Huh.
and I was able to see future me, 19 years, I believe, in the future, and it allowed me to see quite a sensitive secret, quite surprising actually.
Mhm.
And I think it's best I tell you, because it's going to impact all of us. And I think
Okay.
we may need to plan of how we deal with this information.
You're
It's-
keeping me in
it's-
suspense, Alarias. What is it? Spit
Okay.
it out, boy.
Well, it was a quick vision, and all I could see is myself in conversation with someone, revealing that revealing that the Commodore and Elizora serve the same master.
Oh,
Dun, dun, dun.
I see.
That's
know.
that's all I have.
Do you
That's
know?
all.
Do you? Okay, so you don't know who this master is.
No, I don't know the extra context, the meaning behind this. Whether either one knows what this master even is. I don't think any of us know this master.
Okay, I had a gasp. I just need to put something on.
Yeah, we know it's a demon, though, right? That was revealed to.
Well, no, we don't know. We don't. We just know.
I think Tim was told it was a demon.
Were you? I don't think so. I think we were all. We were just
Ooh,
told
so
it's our
good.
friend on the other side. That's all we've ever really like.
Yeah.
Oh,
I-
maybe you're right. Yeah, I might
No,
have been-
no.
all we know
So,
is that.
I think Tim. I think you're right, Don.
I thought you said, yeah.
I might not have revealed their name to the crew.
You definitely didn't.
I've
reveal the name to me.
revealed the name to the tea lady, because
Who?
Oh, tea lady.
the tea lady from Moronkanchima,
Oh yes.
because she also had the eye thing, and I was like, "Who's yours?" And she was like, "I'm not telling what's yours." And so I told her mine. And then that's why I was like, "I told you it was a fucking a warlock." But you know, I've definitely alluded that it's yeah, that that it's all about it's like reputation, and that it's because I was trying, because Elizora at one point tried to convert Tim to her side,
Right.
when Tim was at his weakest.
Yes.
And it almost worked.
He was vulnerable.
It
Yeah.
almost worked. So no, I definitely gave you an insight into that. It's
I think I remember
Yeah.
you telling me it was a demon, but I don't. I think I tried to get its name, but you wouldn't give me.
I
You
don't.
wouldn't give me.
No, it's not demon. They're not demons.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
They
I would have thought it's one of the demon princes because they would have told you to drop the trident, right? Most likely
it's
in the Astral Sea. So
the
whatever it is, it's in the Astral Sea, I imagine.
it is a ferryman, but they're not
Okay.
all demons.
Fine.
I think it's very much a as we've said before, it's very much how the story is told. But yeah, I don't think all the ferrymen are specifically demons.
No, no,
yeah.
that's very true. You would all be aware, like in Tales of like the Ferryman, one of them is just what was originally the entity of death itself, and they needed additional help. So called upon were Davy, Jones, and Locker.
Right.
Yeah, it's one of the ferrymen. I think that's a common enough knowledge across the
Yeah, Locker was to be a demon sort of prince because Griziel had a running in with him.
Yep.
Davy and Jones, I don't think any of you have actually interacted with yet. So
Right.
And you might not know about the fourth one either.
Oh my god, that's the fourth one.
the
Alright,
death entity himself, the shadow,
lovely.
as I refer to them.
So, this is interesting. Certainly explains why Cleric was able to get the item off Elizora. Because we all know how stubborn Elizora is. I did wonder how in the world he managed to do that with nothing to say. Because he didn't say anything, if I remember correctly. And he just managed to get it off of her. So if they had this common patron, that certainly would make sense.
Yeah, we
I'm
have
actually
to be
I'm actually very tempted to get Tim in here, just because he is an officer what I trust, because obviously he goes on the missions with us. I don't think I want to really get the others in, because they don't really go with away on us on missions, so they haven't seen the shit that we've seen.
Yeah.
Vaela
Don't start panicking.
Vaela will summon Tim to her quarters. Just Tim. Tim
I presume you
Canonically,
just told me.
it's true. Sorry, I don't know where you typed that. I just realised.
Oh.
Tim.
Canonically is true, and you have your familiar always going around. So, Elizora, these conversations.
Do
A
I
reason
know
you wouldn't
that?
know about it.
Yeah,
We don't know.
you've had a conversation with Umbra. Umbra's left. Elizor's come in. You've been like, well, what do you think of that?
We would know about that.
Would I remember that?
So
though? Don't think. Because that was ages ago. Wasn't? What was Vaela?
Yeah, Vaela
Was
made
that-
it. Made,
was
Vaela
that with
made
Griziel?
Vaela made a deal with Umbra. Basically, one of his ones to basically stick around as part of the potion and stuff, the memory potion. And literally after the deal was made, Elizora came in afterwards, and you're like, how do you think about that deal? And I was like, yeah, it was
To
right.
define this, Elizora, could you roll a advantage perception check from Rot?
I'm gonna.
Is that the kind of thing we do?
Or a history check? Well, yeah, you can do a history check if you wanna have a chance to remember it.
I think the problem we've got is he's already said it.
That's true.
He has already
was
said
a-
it. Yeah.
We're way past that point now.
I think that's
Yeah.
the thing. Vaela wouldn't necessarily know what Alarias is going to say, and Alarias doesn't necessarily know that Elizora hears everything
Yeah.
on the ship. So
Ye-
I'm going to say it would
yeah.
have been said anyway.
Yeah.
Everything after it's probably said anyway. But what I
Okay.
want to know is that how quickly does Elizora's hawk hear people chat shit?
That she cares as well.
Well, the hawk can't hear through walls, surely.
Well, the hawk is always circling, and generally speaking, Elizora and the hawk between them tend to hear everything happening on the ship. You are on a slightly bigger vessel now, but generally speaking,
Okay. I mean, if Vaela, if it's within reason that Vaela remembers that, she'll summon She'll still summon Tim to her quarters.
Mm.
And just say, we should probably head over to one of the Commodore's ships to continue this conversation. Because I remember from our previous run-in, Elizora hears all. Much like I hear all, actually. Just so you know.
Because that's not immediately suspicious.
well.
So,
And how do you do that, Captain?
well, remember we have a sentient ship.
You speak with him.
Just comes out,
Isn't that? Oh yeah.
Roger.
waves
Isn't
it,
that right? Isn't
waves
that right, Roger?
like there's a little torch, like arm sticking out to hold like a torch lantern on the side that's currently an oil lantern currently lit, and it just suddenly does like his face kind of sticks out one side, and the torch kind of just does a little wave.
So, yes, but but yes, I think we should have this conversation elsewhere, and keep out for
Can Elizora just knock on the door now?
I mean, yeah, I think so. In all honesty, Elizora would probably have heard the beginning of the conversation and been close enough to be able to like bolt directly there.
Mhm.
No problem.
Okay. Oh, this could be entertaining.
Absolutely.
Who is it?
Bloody mages.
Elizora will just come in. It's like, well. If it ain't the hat out the back.
And the Warlock herself.
Should we be drawing our weapons?
I don't see why not.
I guess so.
He's like looking between them two, trying to figure out who pulls rank. in
Yeah,
this situation.
available draw weapons for sure.
Elizora is definitely not like being threatening in this moment. She's just like,
No, I know, but there's a very, very big question mark in the sky right now. So, as you're here, Elizora, and I'm sure you've heard,
as I always do.
of course. How much of what Alarias says is true?
It's true.
I see.
It's not necessarily bad though. I was just as shocked as you were, to be frank.
I guess you found. Well, when did you find out?
When we got on the boat the other day.
Let's see. Is this going to be a problem? And this probably goes to both Alarias and Elizora. Is this going to be a problem?
I don't think you've been fully honest with us, Elizora. We don't really know the finer deal contract you have.
I've been honest the entire time I've been on this ship.
Who is
What
your
about the
per-
last ship?
Who? Okay, well let's ask the question. What was that?
Such a great line.
Well, let's get the big question out of here. Who is the person? Who is this patron?
My patron is Joance the Ferryman.
Joanne's.
Do I know that name?
Jones. It's Jones.
Oh, Jones.
You would
okay.
know them as Jones. The accent is great and everything, but just to put that out there for
Oh,
those
is that what that
confused.
was? Okay, I thought you had like some weird other name.
Lost in translation. Do I have to
Fine,
do a religion check on that, or is it common knowledge?
That's the name that Elizora's always used, those Joance.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
But yeah,
Font.
you like the ferryman would immediately link it to Jones, and you know the ferryman are Death itself and Davy Jones Locker.
Mm-hmm. What do we know of Jones himself? Because we know that. Well, I suppose she doesn't know much about Locker being the demon prince, but what do we know about like Jones's?
You'd have to talk to someone who's met the ferryman and come back, which has been known to happen. People have met the ferrymen and come back, but not always.
Have you met Jones?
Only way I'm standing here right now.
What can you tell us of this ferryman?
They're alright.
Right.
What do they
What do
want with the artifacts? Sorry, Captain.
That's very much the question I was exactly going to ask him, so that's fine.
I don't know that myself. That's always been an agreed mystery. My ideal has always been
Pretty big mystery.
ideal has always been for me to go out and find them. Then that's my desire has always been to find and collect the artifacts. What happens afterwards, I've never cared.
So, this would certainly explain why you dropped the trident when we were in the Astral Sea. But it also does beg the question.
Actually, that
How?
wasn't on purpose.
Well, you just accidentally threw it overboard.
I was compelled by some other means.
And that wasn't Jones?
Nope.
Well, okay, that makes it, well, as
I-
bad as that sounds, it actually makes the situation a little bit easier, because I was a little bit worried that we'd have to go to Jones and get the item back.
To be
Which would be
frank,
very confusing if Cleric is also that person.
To be frank, I demanded that the Joants go in and get it themselves because it's in their domain and they refused. So I was pissed at them for that. And they never said who took it either because they were saying about, oh, someone claimed credit, but
So-
no one ever did.
So, the other question I have is how was Cleric able to use this patron similarity to make you do something you otherwise would not want to do?
For striking a deal, and she'll pull out the pistol.
Oh no.
The pistol.
Is it Starkreek's pistol? Oh my fucking god.
I got this back.
How in the world did you get that back? I thought you gave that to your friend on the other side.
Exactly, I made a deal. Never go down, never accept a deal without leverage. Now I got my leverage back.
So where is... I forgot what we got.
Whistle.
The whistle. So where's the whistle?
I don't know. You saw it went into the Commodore and it's got whisked away.
So let
He
me get
took
this
the
straight.
whistle.
So let
Yeah,
me
he
get
took,
this
he
straight.
took the whistle.
Right, sorry, okay. So let me get this straight. Cleric, you gave the whistle to Cleric, and somehow you acquired the pistol from Jones.
Yep, same way I gave it to him.
So does that mean Cleric has sway over Jones that you don't?
No.
How would it? How? Because if the pistol went to Jones, how did Jones give you the pistol under orders from Cleric? Or did you make the deal with Jones?
I
not
made a
Cleric?
deal with Jones, dummy.
Right.
Of course.
Well, you're just saying you're making deals. You're not putting
I'm not-
names to these things, woman.
Why would I make a deal with Crowley? He's a dickhead.
Wow, how am I supposed to know?
But-
It
He's
was all
the
in
fu-
your fucking.
He's the
it was all in
fucking.
your fucking head.
He's the fucking fleet. Why would I even trust the bastard? I got
Well,
no
this is why we were
choice.
confused. This is why we're confused, right?
What-
we're
what-
trying to
why
make
did he
sense
get
of
it?
this situation.
Why did he get the whistle?
Because he wanted it, right?
It's still
Why
got-
did he
get the-
initiate?
That was the agreement of our little, you know.
I was deaf. I was
Joint
glad to
alliance.
read the thing, but I didn't want to give it my leverage, so I negotiated my leverage back, which I got the pistol.
Fine.
Yeah.
So, Cleric can't control you then.
No,
Good, because that's what it looked like from the outside.
I was pissed just as much as anything else.
What the fuck do we do with this? Right.
Do we know if you and Krelig are aligned with Jones with the same objective and contract? We don't.
I don't know his deal.
Is there any way you can?
Could you speak
to
to Jones
Jones.
and find out?
Can I ask? It'd be suspicious, but I can ask.
I mean, yes. I think we
There's
need
a
to understand that because
You often
it's been
don't have to
very-
look. You often don't look under the skirts of another man's deal. It's very irresponsible.
Well, we need to understand what Krelig's aims are because it'd be very weird. I mean, you would like to think if I was in Jones's skeletal feet or whatever the fuck he has, that you would make the same deal with multiple people because at the end result you get all the artifacts. But from the way Krelig's behaving, he has no intention of giving those artifacts to Jones. He seems to want to keep them from himself.
Yeah, but
What I
that's
can
just a
tell.
story he's been spinning as well. It's
So
as
you
soon
think he's aiming to give them back to the Jones too?
yes, naturally.
What is the result when Jones gets all the artifacts?
I don't
What's
know. I
he
never
doing?
cared to ask. It's same way as any individual getting all of it. The war goes kaboom. We had
Yes.
4 of them with us, and it went and the whole our ship practically almost went kaboom.
That's not what we want.
No.
No, we
That
might
can't be
need
our
you
goal.
to rearrange these fine print.
Oh no. I'm just wondering if we have to confront. Oh no, we can't. We can't confront Kane with this.
You could.
I
He's
mean,
on your ship.
We could.
I mean,
Would it? Is it much point? I don't-
No.
Let's get on the
don't know,
Astral
what-
Sea
wait.
and just bump him off the
up?
side and let the other
No.
ferryman
No.
deal with this shit.
No.
Well, splitting them
he
up
is-
might actually
if-
be a good idea.
He is on this ship. He is under my care. I'm not going to throw him overboard unless he does something to deserve that, and he hasn't so far.
He's fleet. Of course he deserves it.
He's-
Being the
but-
fucking leader of the
but-
whole thing.
No, I know.
He
but
deserves
like
to
I
die
said,
like a dog.
ma- Of course. That may be the case. But again, at the moment, we are under an alliance, and as I rightly pointed out to him, oh, you probably didn't hear it, we keep our alliances, we keep our agreements. We are not fleet who break them. Now,
Could be an accident.
see
I've
any-
seen plenty of
I
accidents
think
in
in
my
light
time.
in light of this new information, I think it seems only prudent we talk to Kane, at least at the very least, so he knows that we are aware of who he is and what agreements he has with.
Oh, he's not gonna like that.
Yeah,
might-
our
he might-
character. That seems like a really bad idea.
But then what would happen, right? What's he gonna do? Just
Kill us?
disappear?
He still has
Why
all
would-
the leverage to destroy our ass.
Yeah, yeah. I think we've got a
Yeah.
good thing going with him right now.
We literally got 4 of his ships surrounding ours.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, that's probably very true.
Maybe when we're in the Astral Sea, maybe we have some more leverage, because then it's ours
It's only
against
us.
his.
Yeah.
Once we tell him we lose our leverage, it's leverage that we know, that,
Mhm.
and he potentially doesn't know that we know.
We got a tip about being able to destroy artifacts in the Astral Sea too.
Do we?
Oh.
Or
Yes.
Just
The
chucking them
gods
down.
live there. I don't remember which gods, but we heard rumors of gods that could destroy artifacts in the Astral Sea.
But we still don't know whether we're supposed to destroy them or use them.
We don't know. I mean, we can
Okay.
ask Jones what they're gonna do with them, but I must imagine destroying. Tim wants to destroy them.
Yeah,
Give
I
that
think
much.
I think Vaela's on the. I think with everything that's happened, Vaela's kind of in the mindset to destroy them as well. But, Alarias, did any of your future site business tell you what we're supposed to do with these things?
That's the only information I got, but I have a feeling I can call on this ability
Let's long rest
again.
again.
Yeah. If you give me time, I may be able to call upon this.
I don't think we have that much time, Alarias.
Yeah, my sleep for a week.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to get away with another week. No. All right.
I'll just be out of action for a week.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to swing that somehow. Because I think
Hmm.
we've got like an hour, because that's I don't know when this actually takes place actually. But
Tell Bill that it'll take a week to solve his puzzle to get us in the Astral Sea.
no one's going to believe that.
Why not? It's a complicated
No,
puzzle.
No.
No one else is willing to pick it up because they'll go blind. Bill's the only one who's willing to mess with it.
I think at the
There's
moment.
one other option.
What's that?
We potentially use a memory potion on the madman. He did have the ability to pluck from time. Same ability that I used. He may be
Is
able
it-
to do the same.
Is he suffering from memory loss? I just thought he was just a bit,
He
Is it
doesn't know
memory
what
loss
happened
that's his
to him.
problem?
He
I
had
examined
the-
him. Sorry, I examined him medically, didn't I, Arthur? I could always examine him medically.
Yeah.
I mean, it might be worth because we only have 2 of those potions left, with now no fucking means to make more because of that arsehole that decided to disappear on us, right? So, if we're gonna literally give away one of our very most, one of these memory potions, of which we only have obviously 2 left, I need to have certainty it's going to make a difference and work.
Yeah.
I
the
don't want to
problem
be
is it
going
might
in
be
there and
off.
it's going to be a dud.
Yeah. It
So-
is your call. We can analyze him. I don't know
Let's-
how we analyze a potion, but
Well, we've got we know what the potion kind of know what the potion is because obviously Umbra wasn't very secretive. We know that he used his weird alchemy stuff to make it, and he used those a flour and some mask dust and I can't remember what the other thing was.
Yeah, that sounds like a great
the
recipe
memory-
there, Captain. That was a great idea.
Well, I mean,
Memory
it worked.
creatures.
Yeah, I mean, it worked on Alarias, but the problem
Yeah.
is, if these things are as powerful as you suggest that they are, We have no idea what ails him. Right?
It was a magical memory loss. And
Well, this is the
it.
problem. And this is the
yeah.
problem. We don't know. Yours wasn't magical, right? You just got knocked on the head from what I've been told. That's not the same. The same thing with Elena. It was never magical with her. She just
She had brain rot.
it was
Degenerate.
medical more than anything. It was medical, right? I think.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was medical.
So we've never dealt with magical. We have no idea what this potion is going to do.
Unless we can infuse magic somehow with the potion.
It's already a magic
Whether we
potion.
could-
The problem is, if we mess with this, we had the one person that probably could have done that is no longer here, and I'd again rather not risk it if I can all help it.
Is there no way to magically copy an item that Temrin could put
Only not if it's
literally-
a can, and that's
yeah.
literally Hatt's ability.
Yeah.
That was literally what we were going to do to make money. Is that he was literally going
Yeah.
to copy and paste the potion. But
Be a spell for it.
right, I think the next step for that is Tim, do your best to examine him.
Mm.
See what you can find out. If you can find out, I don't know how you can, but if you feel that this potion is going to make any difference on him, at least your best guess as you can get, and then we can go from there. I mean, who knows? You might be able to dispel the magic, and it will be fine, right?
Perhaps being out of that cave has improved his mental condition somewhat. What do you think, Alarias?
You two are friends now, right? You're sleeping together, it seems.
In the same room. Sleeping together.
Perhaps-
Phrasing.
There's a
I
distinction
mean,
there.
that's sleeping together. If you together, Alarias.
He's only
Yeah,
been for
okay.
a few weeks.
It's not.
I,
Anyway, what you do in your quarters is your business. It's fine.
it's research. Come on.
Sure,
this is
I'm
knowledge.
sure
knowledge.
there's a lot of experimenting happening.
We're unlocking my potential.
I'm sure you are. I'm sure you are.
Right.
Every
I mean,
curiosity, right? Every curiosity.
I mean, I'm starting to understand him in his wacky way, like what he's trying to get across. So
Mm.
yeah, potentially being. I think it's fine. We can leave him there. We can analyze him there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fine. But yeah, so Tim, have a look at him, see what you can do, and we'll go from there. And I don't know if, you, Alarias, or even Elizora, as being sort of magical people, whether you can glean anything from him to figure out anything as well.
Yes,
It's worth
I would
giving him
appreciate a second opinion.
give him
Been a while since I've had an intern.
Oh yeah. Was it Vumber your last one?
Same level here, Tim.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, technically, Elizora is your superior, right? Because she's the quartermaster.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Mm.
But yeah, see what you can do. Let's find some answers. Because let's face it, right? No matter what, if these potions, if we can get a fully functional timekeeper on our side, that's going to be huge. So it's worth investigating, especially in the time that we've got while we're waiting.
Before we end the meeting, should we not decide what we're doing about this deal going forward? Like,
Obviously, we can't keep giving up our artifacts, but you need to stay in his good books, I presume. Could he strike you down?
The problem is their force is bigger than our force.
When we're on the Astral Sea, that's our first opportunity to renegotiate terms.
It is, but the issue is his artifact's going to be on this side. So whatever terms we come to on this side can become instantly reverted once we return. And I don't really see any way out of that until forces revert back to our side. We don't think we know what happened to the rest of the pirate crews, do we? Or did he just capture them all? I can't remember if we
He
know.
didn't allude to what happened to the rest of the pirate crews.
We have
I think
no way
they're
of.
all duds. We were the only
He's-
good one.
He said he's effectively got all the rest of the artifacts. So he's got the
Yeah, so
compass
we-
and he's got the ship.
Maybe they were all in his pocket anyway.
Possibly. I mean, we know at the very least, then he's captured those two, but we don't know about the rest. But I don't think we have any way of contacting the rest of the pirate captains. I don't think. Like, call reinforcements, basically.
No.
No, because we don't know where they are either. Shit. Because I was thinking doing some long-range hawk business, but I don't. But we don't know where they are, right? So that's not going to help.
Are you scrying?
We have met them all. Do you have scrying?
Yeah, I do have scrying now.
Well, soon we will have scrying.
We leveled up, didn't
Not yet.
No. As in we
Got
have
to finish the long rest.
We got to finish the long rest, right? Because we're
And when you
technically in
finish the
we're in
long
the
rest,
middle.
Cleric will stay. Right, you've had your rest. Let's go.
Yeah.
we? Oh, sorry. Yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah.
So I mean, if we've got a way of calling in reinforcements, that will certainly push things more into our side. Because that's what we need to do. We need to surround their ships to put the power of force back onto our side. Until that happens, we can't do anything. We'll just get blasted out of the water before anything happens.
Well, think on that rather suffering note, we should probably end tonight's session.
I'll take a note to examine the guy.
What will happen next? Will confronting Crescent be the best plan? Will the Timekeeper find more value in the future or the past? And what will become of Elizora's currently tenuous relationship, let's say? Let's find out next time on Pirate Adventures.